Okay. Right. This is question 6. We need to find correlation between x variable and y variable. Okay. Here x and y variable. And if you have only 3 cases, well, you can do it by hand. But here we have too many. So what can we do? And we can copy this. Okay, so copy, and then we go to the Excel program and paste it. Okay. Right. And then we need to find correlation. But first we need to find the mean. Mean is equal sign average. Parentheses, and then you highlight all the numbers and close parentheses. Then you hit enter, and then you have a number. But actually, this is too many, right? So we prefer only 2 decimal numbers. So you can actually change it. Okay, click, and you can go to the format cells. And you click number, and then you can set the number of decimal. Okay? So I have 2. Right? And then I need average of y. Okay? And then because I have already average formula, so I can copy and paste this way, right? So this is average. And the next time we need to find deviation of x. Okay? So a dx or xd. Okay? Let's say xd. This is deviation of y, and then we need deviation y later. A deviation of x is this equal sign and this number minus and this number. Okay, that means original score minus mean. A difference between distance from the mean. That's the deviation. But here is one trick you can do. Okay, you can put dollar sign between C and between 2, just before number. Okay, you do this, and then you copy and paste all the way, and then you find average all these scores. Okay, so because we have an average, and then we can use this formula and copy and paste, and this is 0. Right, so this is good. Equal sign y deviation and this number minus mean of y, right? That's the distance, that's the deviation. But we need to have dollar sign here, okay? Only for this problem. Dollar sign and then copy and paste. And then you find the average of this, and this is 0. So this is good. And then we need to find x deviation times x deviation. Right? We need to square deviation of x, this one, right? Times this one again. Okay. And then you paste, and you find the average, and this is called variance of x. Okay. This is called variance of x, and yd times yd, and we have equal sign. This times we just need to find deviation of squares. This is called deviation, variance of y, isn't it? Right? And then if you find SQRT, right, this one, this is, what is this?
That's a square root.
What is the square root of variance? What is that? Square root of variance.
Deviation?
That's a standard deviation, right? That's a standard deviation. Okay. And then we need to have one more column. Okay. XD times YD, and then equal sign this number times this number. Right? XD times YD is a product of deviations, and you have copy paste, and then this is the average product of deviation. This is, what is this? What is this? This is called covariance. Okay? This is called covariance. And this is called standard deviation x, this is standard deviation y. Okay? And then there's one more step. Okay? Take the covariance divided by and parentheses standard deviation x, standard deviation y, and this is called covariance. Okay? This is called covariance. Right? So I'm gonna stop.